So happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for joining me. It is Sunday evening, and this is April the what? April the 19th? Oh boy, this month's flown by already. April the 19th, and it is 6 p.m. The market's already open, so let's go ahead and bring up that chart. Now, look at what's happened. The market's gapped down. You guys are killing me. Look at this. This is where the market closed on Friday. This right here is right here at the top of this blue candle. This is where it's open tonight. So it's gapped down. I don't know. That's probably, I can't even count that. Either way, that means that we're not going to have anything popping off in a hurry. We need some kind of a correction here. Hopefully the market will extend itself on out and we get some correction here, because you can't trade that. You just can't trade that. Look at this right here. That short part of that right angle right there, that's 25 ticks. And if that's 25 ticks, this wick down here is 25 ticks. This wick here is more than 25 ticks. And this candle, yeah, that's probably, I don't know, a couple hundred ticks, maybe, I don't know, 150, 200 ticks. So what we have to do in this case is we wait. We don't rush in, try to make anything happen, because you can't make this market do anything, right? Remember, I like to say that. You can't make the market do anything. All that you can do is take what the market gives you. And I think it was last Tuesday or Wednesday night, when I demonstrated how if you don't wait until the market gives you something, you're probably going to jump in and screw something up. If you remember, I waited all night for the market to give me what I wanted. It didn't give it to me soon enough. I jumped in, and what happened? I lost the trade. A few minutes later, the pattern showed up. I hopped in, won the trade. So yeah, so in a case like this, all that we're going to do is we're going to wait. A lot of times what will happen is the price action will come up here and meet up with the EMA. And by that time, it'll open up and things begin to spread out like that. So all that we can do, like I say, is wait until that time. So I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to step away and then come back when things look a little better. So as I said, you know, what happens is this EMA is going to slide down here, and the price action comes up to meet it, because they can't stay apart too long, right? And so once this happens, hopefully, you know, things will begin to open up, and these right angles will open up for us and give us an opportunity. Because again, you see how small it is? Look at these wicks. I mean, these wicks are probably the size of, probably larger than that right angle there. So it's just an opportunity to learn this. If you haven't seen it before, don't rush in, don't try anything. This MACD will probably come up. I don't know if you guys can see the MACD. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can fix that. So to do this, I have to make my screen a little bit smaller for you guys, but hopefully it's helpful. But now you can see the MACD down here, that it's about to cross. And even though it crosses, and this price action is going to cross the EMA here, I'm still not going to take the trade until we get this market to open up a little bit. Because again, and I think I've talked about it, that when you're trading the MACD, a lot of times you probably want to have a larger stop loss. And if this is 25 ticks, I'm probably going to need a 200 tick stop loss to not get trapped out here. But yeah, I mean, you know, what's happening here is that we've got about 30 seconds left on this, and you know, we'll hang around for this and just watch this go. The MACD may or may not cross here, depending on how far this goes after it crosses. So, because we got a little bit of a gap down here on the MACD, it's not closed yet, and so it'll probably close first and then cross. But you know, the way it's going right now, it's not even going to touch, because we got 10 seconds left on this candle. And over here, I can see how much time is on the clock. You know, 3, 2, and 1, and as you can see, it barely even touched the MACD here, and we didn't cross here, right? And so you're probably going to see a little bit of a pushback, but we'll hang around and see how it works out. And while I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and bring this up too, because if you're looking at it, we have a run, reversal, and continuation here. And if you had gotten in here right about there, you'd be losing right about now, but you might have won first, because you would have been right about there. So you would have won. You would have gotten that one. But again, I'm not taking it. I will be more conservative in my approach. Let's see. You would have gotten in right here. Okay, so you would have gotten the win if it didn't come down here and knock you out first. Let's do something here. We'll take a better look at it. We'll spread it out like that. It's pretty close because I got to move this up. I'm not doing this to say that hey, you're necessarily going to lose. That's 25 ticks, and I got to come up to 25 ticks. So if it went up, and I'll have to pull this down. If it went up before it went down, because this first candle after your entry did come down here and an extra couple ticks, and would have knocked you out of the trade. So yeah, I'm not taking anything until this thing corrects itself. Just not worth it. I'll go ahead and put that back in focus, and it's already turned around. And so we're not getting across to the MACD here. We're getting the MACD sort of flattening out. So not a whole lot happening right now. Again, we just have to wait and be patient because we know what happens when we're not. We throw our money away. So here's your close above the EMA. When the MACD crossed, it finally, it did cross down here, but it finally got a close above the EMA. And if you took that, you're in pretty good shape right now. Look at this. There you go. There you go. Like I said, I'm going to probably start taking more of these MACD trades because the last several weeks have been, the market has been stingy. The market hasn't really gone anywhere. It gets in a funk like this and it just goes back and forth all night. And on a trade like this, now you see it sitting the wick up. It didn't win yet. You got to get the full candle up there. Looks like it's trying to get there right now. I don't know. I wasn't really watching as close as I should have, but I think I saw the wick go up there, but I don't know if the full candle went up, and so that might not be a win. So you might be still hanging in there, but all is not lost. I mean, it's just you got to run 1, 2, 3, and this might be a reversal and then a continuation for you, something like that. But we're still looking at a compressed screen. I'm just moving it over so that it can open up. And this would actually come down just a hair if you get in perfectly. This is assuming a perfect entry, or maybe you get in late and you got in down here, and then you didn't have to go up. I think about cheating that way sometimes, but who knows? But anyway, we got to run 1, 2, 3. That's the run we need. Minimum 3 candles, 1, 2, 3. If it's 4, 5, or 6, that's fine. But the last 3 candles are what we're looking at, and they need to be full candles the way we have them right here. And then we have a reversal. Okay, but if this reversal is going to extend past the run, then this is not a trade opportunity. Doggone it. So the market might be getting stuck, Hopefully it doesn't get stuck in this funk right here all night. I've had that every night for the past couple of weeks, and the one night I didn't trade, I didn't go back and look at last Sunday yet. I didn't trade last Sunday also because remember I told you we had a huge power outage here. And so I didn't trade that, and I haven't gone back to take a look at it. Then I didn't trade on Monday because I was just out with friends. But Monday was a really good night, so I come back on Tuesday thinking, well, things are opening up, and lo and behold, it didn't open up for me. I think I shut down the market. Sorry, guys. I went right back in a funk, just up and down like this right here. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So we will just continue to wait. See where it goes. So I don't know where this is going to end. We got 10 seconds left on the clock, but I'm still not going to take this trade because when I, just said it right, that's where we are. And so it doesn't take much for it to turn around on me. And we don't really have a lot of momentum here. I just move it over so that it opens up, right? So that you can see that. But I'm not going to take that. Don't know if you did already or if if you're going to, because that wasn't it right there, because actually that could go a little bit higher, and even still where I have it, it didn't cross. But yeah, so it looks like this candle's going to be the one that crosses. So here's why I'm not going to take this. A couple of reasons. One is that when I put the screen in focus, it looks like this, right? And so it doesn't take much to knock out that little 25 ticks. I need better than that. Secondly, whenever I see the market or the MACD sort of running like this, kind of parallel but at about a 40-degree angle, something like that, it'll do it going up or going down. Tells me that the market's probably going to trade sideways until the MACD gets to the zero line. And if you don't know already, the zero line is that white line right there down here on the MACD indicator. All right, I'm gonna put this back down here. Third reason, remember our RSI here, and then I put this teal color line on here. Well, this teal color line is the 50-yard line, and our safer trades is to trade up or to go long the market when the RSI is above the teal colored line. It is below it right now. When it's below it, we're supposed to be trading down. Okay, not that you won't get something that might actually work out, but it just depends on how daring you are. And in so much as there you go. Let's see, what do we have here? So that's going to look, that one looks like it's going to hang out up there. That's we got 20 seconds left on the market, so or on the clock. So I'm going to leave it open like this so that you can see it. Just sliding it back and forth, that puts it in focus, but you slide it this way, then it opens it up and makes you feel like you really got something there. Just 3 seconds left on the candle, and yeah, so you would probably have gotten in right about here. It popped up, so it probably would have put you in here. But I'm not taking this trade actually. Let's see here, unless you got in early. Okay, put that there. You know what? I'll be generous. I'm going to bring it down here and say, you know what? You got in perfectly. Okay. And if you got in perfectly, you just lost. So like I say, I don't fool around with this thing. Okay. When it's doing that, you just hang back, let it do what it's going to do. Wait for it to, Okay. Here's what you do. You leave the screen just as it is. You don't try to open it up or do anything, and you wait until it opens up itself. A lot of times it can take an hour or the whole 2 hours for that to happen, unfortunately. But that's just how it is. And you see this MACD here is still trending toward the zero line, and we're probably going to remain flat until such time as those two connect, and hopefully it'll open up then. But sometimes what'll happen, I'll move this up and I'll move up the MACD. Sometimes what'll happen is the MACD will get up here to this thing, and then it'll just twist around. It'll just, the yellow and blue will just twist around the zero line, and that could just go on, and it just drives you nuts, right? But there's not a whole lot you can do about it because you can't make the market do anything. And so we'll just sit here and we will wait until such time as the market opens up and decides to play fair. Because right now, we're gonna have to send it home, put it in the give it a dunce cap, make it sit in the corner because it ain't acting right. And quite frankly, this is just a good lesson for you if you're learning right now, because again, even if you're trying to force something to happen, right? We open this thing up about like that, slide it back so it stays open. We had what looked like an opportunity, right? Right here with a run 1, 2, 3, reversal and go. Looks like a one and done. And when you bring your entry in right here, you lose by a tick. Okay, and it only takes a tick for you to lose. Would you have pulled that down? I don't know. I would not have, because you would have to come all the way down here and you still be in a losing position. So don't make a habit of moving your stop loss. Okay, have a plan, stick to it. All right, and then let's see, we had the MACD, the cross here, but like I said, I wouldn't take that because of the way it looks here. It's just sliding up, which tells me it's not going anywhere. And I looked at the MACD for a long time. Trust me, I looked at it forever and a day, it feels like, right? And what did it do? It faked us out. Okay, it gave us a cross of the EMA, and then it came right back down here to lose. Okay, so what did it do? Why am I looking at that? Oh, that wasn't it. We actually entered here. So where was it? No, where was it? Where was it? I think it was over here somewhere. I forget now, but it wasn't here. Okay, so it's pushing up, but at the same time, well, let's take a look at something. That's a 25 tick candle. Doggone it. Doggone it. I hate that. There's another 25 tick candle. I don't like to see 25 tick candles. I like them big or small, but I don't like 25 tick candles. See, we don't. This is a 25 tick candle, and this is a 25 tick candle. And when you have that sometimes, and you have this thing working in unison on the MACD, you're probably not going anywhere. Okay, so this is just it's more work to learn, or more stuff to learn. So we're going to go ahead and create this region. We're not going to ignore it. We're going to give it the respect that it deserves. And what is that? That's the dreaded wobble. So this is the first 25 tick here, 25 tick candle there. That's the one we're going to run with. Darn it. And we're going to put this thing back where it belongs. Actually, it belongs way down here, like that. But I don't even know if that's even worth screwing around with. Let's see, I want to open it up a little bit. I'm going to keep it right about here so I can see it. But I'm not trading. Before I take a trade on anything, I'm going to go up here and hit this focus button and put this thing in focus and make sure, because the screen should look about like this. Okay, your 25 ticks should look about like that. You know, maybe a little smaller or maybe a little bigger, but about like that. But yeah, looking like that, or like, what does it look like? Like that, that's nothing you can screw around with. This is from last week. You can see the market hadn't gone anywhere because this is last Friday, and there we go. Oh, last Thursday. I don't trade on. I don't day trade. So from Thursday we were down here, and then the market opened up here. So Friday was a good day. It ran up quite a bit on Friday because we were down here on Thursday night. Remember that? Right? And so if you hung in there, took a long trade and rode it up, you could have made a ton of money. Because I just deleted those things, and that was from last week. So from Thursday about 8-10 o'clock somewhere, because I think I went back and played around with the 8 to 10 o'clock hour. So from about 10 o'clock, it was down here. And judging from these things right here, what is this? You could probably get 10 of these things in here. That's like 250 ticks. And so from here to here's 250, 500. Yeah, you could have made a mint if you knew it, if you knew it was going to happen. But unless you have that information, maybe we can ask Barron Trump, because his dad gives him information on what's going to happen on the market, and you know when to go long and when to go short on oil or whatever. And yeah, he's getting rich that way. But anyway, not much doing right here, guys. I'm not taking that. If it goes up here and closes above this, I'm not taking it, just so you know, because the market is still looking like this. Okay, as long as it looks like that, not fooling around. Okay, that's for people who have much larger stop losses. Okay, because if you had traded, where was it? Where's the momentum trade that we passed on? It was, I don't know where it was now. I honestly don't know where it was. 1, 2, it was here, right? And so you'd have to have a stop loss to bring you to way down here, which is 25, 50, 75, close to 100. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, you'd have to have close to 100 tick stop loss. And then this one right here, not taking it, because we're going to hit that zero line, and we're going to see what the MACD is going to do. We're still below the 50-yard line on the RSI, and the market still looks like that. So don't get excited just because it spreads out a little bit. That's a 4 spread, and we're not doing that. And we still wouldn't be entering yet. We've got 1 second left, and that's where you would enter if you were to enter this thing. I'm not playing with it, but it might go up and win. Who knows? I want for the market to go up, if I'm being honest, because I got some stuff that's down right about now. I need the market to go up. I need the NASDAQ, the Russell, and the Dow, and everything else, the S&P, everything. I need it to go up because, it's looking ugly right now. It was looking good for a couple of days when they were lying about, the ceasefire and all that, but things looked like it was going to turn around. There's your loss right there. The ceasefire they were talking about, nah, not going to happen. So ceasefire's off, and they're talking about killing everybody in the world again. you know, and blowing up the whole world, you know. So if they do that, trading won't matter. But anyway, I'm gonna not keep wasting y'all's time and babbling on. Nothing's gonna happen until this thing corrects itself. So I'll be back when it does. Meantime, go fix yourself a sandwich, get a cold beer, whatever it is you want to drink. Put your feet up, watch a movie, because it's going to be this way for a minute, looks like. So I still have the chart stretched out a little bit. Just want to bring something up since we've got only 5 seconds left on this candle. All right, so we had a run here and a reversal and a continuation, but like I said, because this the chart is actually compressed right now, price action is, we didn't take it because that's pretty much a guaranteed loss right here. Okay, well, it did lose. Okay, and so we have another run, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a reversal. Okay, and the reversal comes right at the 0 line when the MACD touched the 0 line. But now we've got the signal line on the MACD that's going to need to touch the 0 line, and it will probably reverse a little bit more. And so what we're not going to do, or what I'm not going to do, you make your own choice. What I am not going to do is take that trade when and if the price action closes above the our goal line, or above the reversal candle, because that would be a one and done, and normally we want to take those. But we got too many things working against us right now. And listen, if this is a night where I don't get a trade, I'm just not going to sweat it. You know, I mean, I want to trade. I want to get trades in every night, but lately things have just not been working out that way. Maybe it's because of, you know, the world events, things happening in the Gulf and all that. I don't know. But for the last, it's been about a month now, and they've been screwing around over there for about a month now. So somebody needs to call 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and talk to those folk over there in the West Wing, because they got me jacked up down here. Because I need to be able to make trades, and they ain't cooperating. So the signal line has not yet got to the 0 line. Okay, and so let's see if it pushes back again. I like to see it push on through and just go on up, and so that this thing can all of this mess can get corrected. But we don't know if that's going to happen. Let's see, we got that's the end of this candle. Next candle, there we go. So if this pushes back here, because as you can see, the I don't know if I can open that up. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. You're not taking this trade. I'm not taking this trade anyway. Okay. When the MACD and the signal line gets around that 0 line, it can cause a reversal in the price action. Not that I've seen it written anywhere. I can't find any empirical evidence that by someone else, some quote unquote guru expert, that says that it happens. I even asked the AI, and it said that it, you know, there's no correlation between the reversal of price action and the MACD coming in contact with the 0 line. However, I've shown you time and time again since we've been doing this for the past several weeks that it does seem to have an adverse effect on the direction of the market, or it causes it to push back, if not completely turn around, just push back enough to cause you to maybe lose a trade. Now, even if we were going to take this trade, if you're new here, okay, we got the run, the reversal, but we cannot have more than 6 candles in the reversal, or we have lost momentum. Okay, and right now we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th candle, right? And so it really needs to cross, because other than that, if everything was copacetic, we'd be looking at a 6th candle. You know, so that's 25 ticks right there too. So we're going to just kick back and let this thing work and do its thing, because we got 14 seconds left on this thing. Again, I'm not taking it. Are you taking it? Did you take it? Did you stretch the board out so that this looks like something that it isn't? Did you stretch it out so that it looks like this, so that you can get in this trade? Because if you did, that would be your entry, right? I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm willing to wait and maybe only get 1 trade in tonight when this all corrects. This will be the first one that worked out if it if it does, because I think we've had a couple of failures back here. And even if you only had one failure, and and then one win is negative money. Okay. And we can't spend negative money, right? So yeah, this thing is looks like it's going to win, and I would love to see it win. Go on, there you go. I love to see that. So that maybe this thing can begin to open up for the night, because it's insane that I'm sitting here night after night only getting one trade when when I was testing this thing and creating this thing, there were trades all over the place, and now we got hardly anything. Putting it back in focus. Okay, there we go. So if you don't know, that green line, that's 6 p.m. That's when the market opens. I trade for 2 hours, and that's 8 p.m. over there, right? So we've gone, how long have I been bumping my gums here? 26 minutes, and the market has been open for about an hour. So yeah, this is 750 right here. Is it 750? No, that's 650. Sorry, we're at 650 right now. So I am really, really pleased to see that work out. Maybe this thing can begin to correct itself. We will know when we know. So I've been sitting here talking, thinking that the mic was on. I made a misentry here, so all I can do is hope and pray that things work out. I had my finger on the trigger right here, and actually I should probably just go ahead and get out early. I think I will, because I clicked twice. I don't know what the heck I was doing. So I still got the full, I clicked twice, so it ended up putting me in the trade twice. So rather than, say if you're trading for $1 or $5, it will have you win for $2 or $10. So I still got the monetary win that I needed, but yeah, because I had to run the reversal, and then I thought continuation, but it wasn't a continuation. And so I ended up clicking here, right? And yeah, and so it almost took me back for a loss. And then I'm looking down here, I'm saying, doggone, I'm at the 0 line, but at least we're below the 50-yard line. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and mark this one up. If you had entered it here, you'll probably be okay. Let's see where that goes from there. But let me just double up on this, copy and paste. Yeah, that was just because when it happened, I was looking at the MACD as well, and I went, oh crap, one of those things, you soil your pants because you screwed up something, but it worked out. Not liking tonight for some reason, so I'm going to just angle this way. It's a full win though. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it put me in the trade twice, because the way I trade or way I make my entries is when I see this thing coming down. We'll put this here, because if you got in the trade here, you might be thinking about exiting early too. Just depends on what it does, because you're on the 0 line if you entered here. But the way I enter my trades is, the buy and the sell market buttons on the far right. I can't show you those because you don't need to see my whatchamacallit. Then you got a big win there, because that was the actual entry, and right about where I got out. But anyway, I pressed down at about 5, and I'm counting down 4, 3, 2, 1, and on 1 I release. But when I released, I realized that I didn't have the distance that I needed on this candle, and I ended up just nervously pressing again, and I went click, and it put me in the trade twice, and that's what happened. But if you entered here, that was the run reversal, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 5th candle, you would have entered, and you got your win here. So good for you. I'm going to move this out of the way. Once I already won, I'm not going to enter it again. So that should have been me, recording from the entry here. But I entered here, and I went, oh crap, and I'm looking at everything else, and then I just started talking. But anyway, I got my win, and you got yours. So if you're trading the momentum trade, there's a run, the reversal candle here, And this one did not exceed the reversal. It came down right next to it. And so it pulled back a little further, continued to here, and that's when it completed the continuation. And then this is where you would have entered. And had you entered there, you would get your win right here, right down here. So there's your 25 ticks. And it took how long? An hour and 25 minutes for it to happen. This is cray, right? Okay. There was at least, I mean, if you're trading the MACD, there were some opportunities for that too. It's kind of hard to show you. Well, yeah, it'll open up now. We're not too far away from it. Because we pulled up here, the MACD rolled over, right? And it crossed right about here. And let's see, it dipped down and pulled back. So that's not a closure below the EMA. This is your closure below the EMA. And had you traded that, you would have just gotten your win. If you entered just a little bit late, maybe you didn't get it, but if you entered perfectly, you got a little bit of a wick sticking out below that 25 tick mark. And if you didn't get that one, it went right back up and kissed again. I don't really consider the kiss, because I want to be up above and then come down. But if you're playing the kiss off, then you got that too right here. Bada bing, bada bang. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. I'll put this crosshair here, and if you look straight down, you have the blue candle. I'm sorry, look up. You have the blue candle that crossed below the EMA. You look straight down, you see that the MACD has crossed or kissed off, and then the MACD is below the signal line. You are above the zero line, which is where you want to be, and that's when you trade it down. Okay. If you're trading the MACD with a 50 tick stop loss and trying to get 50 ticks out of the MACD, I don't know, this trade right here may have upset the apple cart if you took the first one and then tried to get 50 ticks, because that's where you would have entered. This looks like more than 25 ticks to me, and it is. So you would have gone up here and lost and then got back in here trying to get 50 ticks. You might get 50 ticks here because you would have gotten in here, right here. Yeah, you got your 50 ticks, because there you go, right down here somewhere. Okay. So, but you got a loss before you got a win, so you're negative on that. So take the 25 and put it in your pocket and see what happens next. Because you could have gotten the 25 and then the 25, right? If you're trading the MACD, if you're trading the kiss off, well, yeah. If you're trading the kiss, I'd have to open that back up for you, because it came down, it crossed, it came down and went back up and touched and came back down. So if you're trading the kiss off, then there you go. I don't know if I would trade that, looking at things hindsight, you say, I would do this and I would do that, right? And that's not how the world works. The earth doesn't spin backwards so that we can make better decisions. All we can do is make the best decision we can with the information we have at the time we are making the trade. So nothing else is happening right now. We don't have a run of any kind. With the MACD, if it reverses and goes back up, that's something that you could consider. It would be crossing right at the zero line, so that's a little bit of a concern. And as I always say, at the zero line, you get pushback, right? And this is when the signal line touched it and it pushed back up on this candle. Now you're going to have both of these. It's not going to cross. You got 16 seconds. That's probably going to remain blue. But if it were to cross, you'd have both of these tagging the zero line at the same time, and that would be a very interesting thing to watch. But we're not going to wait around for that. We're going to hold up and put you on pause and see what happens next. Maybe we'll get another trade opportunity in the next 30-something minutes. So just so you know, I think we might have a little bit of a situation in here. Not sure. So I didn't put a full thing because this thing goes on forever when I do them this way. What I do here is just take a rectangle and I'll show you here. Go down here and get a rectangle, and I just make it the size of the trade. Go diagonally and come down, right? And then I know I have 25 ticks. Then I can drag it to wherever I want and make it, longer if I want. But I just feel like we might have a little bit of a situation here. I'm looking at this candle here, and then I'm looking at the price action here. It's not getting out of this rut. but it didn't affect it back here. And usually if it affects it in one area, it will affect it in another area too. So, you know, we'll see. I mean, we don't have very much time left. We got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes roughly left in the trading night. I may go a little bit longer just to try to get one more trade in, but I'm not going to press. If it gives it to me, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. Looking at it right here, you know, I'm looking at the, like I said, if the MACD comes and rolls up, it's going to run right into the zero line, which means that, you know, it's going to be tough trading once you know, it crosses and runs into this. You know, if it's spread open like this right here, maybe you got a shot, you know, because only one's going to hit it at a time. When I say one, I mean the MACD is going to hit it, then later on the zero line is going to hit it. But right here, you got them both coming up there at about the same time. And then I look at the 50-yard line on the RSI. We're just kind of hanging around it, not really going anywhere, and our price action is just bouncing back and forth. It's wobbling, just like the wobble says it's going to do. You know, just like I named it, it's the wobble, because that's what happens with the price action. And so when that happens, when you see these things occurring down here, you're likely to see this happening up here, which means if you want to enter a trade, you'd better have a pretty doggone good, pretty good size stop loss, because these wicks are 25 ticks. This one's over 25 ticks. This one's right at 25 ticks. And so, you know, if you're entering a trade, it's, you know, it can wick you out, you know, so just, you know, just be careful. Look at these things down here. You know, it's kind of like, a pilot, right? A pilot doesn't fly by the clouds, right? He's flying by his instrument. They got to get instrument certified or whatever you call it, right? So he's not really looking out at the sky when he's flying. He's looking down at his instruments. And, you know, we have indicators. We don't have instruments, but we have indicators. And they give us a little bit of a hint as to what we believe is going to happen next. And the hint here was, okay, you got, you know, a run reversal continuation. You are below the zero line. And that's when you're trading momentum, you do want the RSI to be below the zero line. That's the instrument that you're using. Okay, your MACD is open when it approaches the zero line. I'm sorry, that's the 50-yard line, guys. I'm sorry, I get those when I'm talking. I get them mixed up. But okay, so your RSI is below the 50-yard line, and your MACD and signal line are open as they are approaching the zero line down here on the MACD indicator. So those are our indicators. So those are the indicators that I use. If you use something different that you think might be more effective, I'd love to hear about it. But at this point, it doesn't look like we're going to get another trade in for the night, because it looks like the wobble is going to be exercising its right to enforce gravitational pull on everything around, and it's going to keep pulling price action back into that. But if we get something, I'll be back to talk about it. If not, I'll be back when the night ends. Just a quick heads up, don't know where this is going, but I'm not taking this trade. There we go. You see we have a run here, reversal, and a continuation, but we are in the wobble, so I'm not taking it. And besides, when it gets this far, if it closes way down here and it's this far from the EMA, what do we know about price action and EMA? They're like peas and carrots. They kind of go together. So it'll probably want to come back up here at some point. Did you take this trade? We got 1 second left. Did you hop in right here? Because that's where you'd be entering this trade. And as long as it is, let's see how you're gonna do here. Did you make it yet? No, you already lost. Yeah, I'm not taking those trades. It's in the wobble. Okay, the first, second, and third candle were in the wobble. The third candle wicked back, even though it closed down. It came in contact with the wobble. The reversal was fully in the wobble, but the continuation started in the wobble, came back down here. And like I say, when you get these really long candles like that, and you want to go in the direction of the candle, that's a pretty tough bet, because you're too far away from the EMA. Okay, and I don't know how you have your EMA set. Let me go and look at mine so you can see. Yeah, I've got a period. My period is set at 9. You can change that, and that change will have an effect on how it moves. But I've got mine set to 9. Whenever I was making another trade, when I was doing the MACD with the EMA, I had it set wrong for forever. I had it set at like 20, and it needed to be at 9. And now that I have it set at 9, it's a little bit more true. But yeah. So when you see the price action get this far away from the EMA, you can expect a reversal pretty soon, and because at that point, you are a good almost 50 ticks from, a little over 50 ticks actually, from the EMA. So you betcha it's going to come back, and what it's probably going to do is go sideways or something, or come straight on up and come in contact. But generally it'll just go sideways if the market wants to continue down. It'll go sideways. The EMA will slowly move down over the next couple of minutes, and then it might take on off and continue down. We talked about that when the market opened. It opened way down here, and remember, I said it's going to come back. It's got to come in contact with the EMA, and then they run together like peas and carrots all night long. So yeah. So you've sat around here. I'm not going to hold you any longer. I'm going to go ahead and begin to wrap this up, because I don't expect anything else to happen in my favor this evening. Because you've sat here for 40 minutes, and all 41 minutes and 19 seconds, and all we got is one trade in back here. If you are following the pattern, right, the run, reversal, continuation, you didn't do the stupid thing that I did and entered up here. I could have gotten knocked out if but you didn't do the stupid thing that I did here. You got in when you're supposed to, and you got your win right here, right? Now, you would think that, I've studied this thing as long as I have, and I would be making these dumb mistakes, but hey, you know what? I'm still human. And fortunately, I clicked on it twice. So this was, this from here to here was like 26 ticks, or was like 13 ticks, but it counted as 26 for me, right? So, because I'm only trading at $1 today. So yeah, so that worked out just fine. For me, unfortunately, there was a lot of consternation back there going on when it was pulling back, and I realized that I gotten in too soon. And just as I got out, I thought I should stay in for the 25 tick run. But then I thought, nah, just let it go, Steve, let it go. Anyway, I don't think that anything else is going to work out in my favor tonight. That's just the way it is sometimes, but tell me what you think. Since I've been doing this, that's around the time that the war in the Gulf started, right? And ever since then, the market has been exceptionally stingy. It's not giving up anything in these first 2 hours. Whether or not I hang around and just continue to watch the board and maybe try to get a trade in, I don't know. But it has been extremely stingy. And you can look back at all the work that I've done, and I've had 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 trade opportunities a night. Always at least a couple or 3, but now, since you all started the war, I've not been able to get anything. And actually, I'm kind of going against my rule to take this trade, because look what happens when I spread this out or bring this back into focus. There we are. I had to do this to get a trade, and I just said, you know what, I got to do something. But anywho, tell me what you think. I'd love to hear from you, because it's been a grueling 4 or 5 weeks. Thanks for joining me, guys. This is Steve. This is Night Trade, where day workers go to trade at night. Till next time.